Oh, well, hello, everyone. I'm welcoming myself back. It's been, I think, at least 3 or 4 episodes since all 3 of us have been together.
Yes.
So it's nice to see the 2 of you. Yesterday, I was playing with my model train set when my husband walked in. I was kind of embarrassed, so I threw a sheet over the set and managed to cover my tracks. Yes. And the other day, it was frosty outside, and I had to go to a meeting, but my windshield was iced over. I didn't have an ice scraper, so I used a discount card I had in my wallet, but it only got 20% off. And you know, guys, that marijuana is legal here in Oregon, and they have trouble keeping cows out of the growing fields. I guess that is a case of the pot calling the cattle back. Yes. But enough of this silliness. I haven't even gotten any reaction from Taebyn. Let's get this show on the road.
Oh my cow. Oh my cow.
Well, hello, greetings, guten tag, and Moobarkfluff to all the creatures in the Potiverse. I am Barely Normal, and I am back. And with me as, well, I would normally say as always, but the last few weeks have been chaotic. So not as always, but as regularly consistent is Taebyn, the happy pup. How the fluff are you, Taebyn?
Well, I'm good. I was also gone for a few weeks, and here I am. So I've just been actually kind of a boring pup, but that's what I am. But enough about me. How are both of you, Bearly and Rayne?
Well, yes, joining us again in the co-host chair is Rayne Raccoon. Thanks to Rayne for stepping in and sitting in the last couple of weeks, taking over while I was out of town. How are you, Rayne?
I am good. I have been nowhere.
You've been nowhere.
I've been right here.
All right.
Right here at BFFT Studios, plugging away at making content for all of our wonderful listeners.
Well, actually...
So speaking of plugs...
Yes.
I have to do the thing where I plug for Get Out the Float. All you furs, Seaside, Oregon, February 2nd through 4th of 2024. Come join the fun. If you haven't ever done a panel before or ever DJ'd before, but you've wanted to, but thought it would be nice to start out at a small con, this is it for you. It's a small, nice con. Lots of fun. Barely, me and Rayne will all be there running around with our fluff all over, because that's what we do. And there'll be lots of fun. There are perks for volunteering. We're looking for volunteers and for running panels. Unusual perks, such as a bowl of ramen for whatever reason, but there it is.
Yes, a bowl of ramen.
Thanks, Baff. Baff is the con chair that decided to do that. Anyway, lots of stuff. Even if you don't want a panel or DJ or volunteer, just come join the fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We did it last year, and it's good times had for all. Also, for any fur interested in attending Anthro Northwest, ANW in Seattle, Washington, January, first weekend of January 2024. If you have fun and good feeling videos that promote the goodness of the fandom, or they're just fun and entertaining or whatever, but you'd like a whole bunch of furs to see your video, please consider submitting to the ANW Film Festival. Submissions are open right now on the Anthro Northwest website. That's anthronw.com. Go to the events at the menu top right of the page, and there's a film festival entry form. So please, we're looking for good, fun stuff, and we'd love to see what you got to offer. So please do that. I'm done with my plug. Yay!
Welcome to the BFF plugging channel. Yes. I also want to point out that if anybody watched the latest edition of Ash Coyote's Beyond the Fandom, the chapter about inflatables, was released a few weeks ago. And we are on it briefly, ever so briefly, at 6 minutes and 38 seconds. My colorful mug is on there along with Taebyn. And Rayne is barely, you see half his face in the frame, just outside frame.
Well, later on, you see me DJing as well.
Yes. And oddly enough, I got a text message from my sister yesterday, who lives in Wisconsin. And she says, my daughter is watching a video. And so she sends me a clip of us in there. She says, why are you in this video? And I said, well, clearly she's watching the video about inflatables. And she says, no, my daughter says it's about furries. I said, yes, but this is a subgenre called inflatables. So So watch that video. It's very fun. It's very interesting.
Okay.
And you will see the Seaside Convention Center in that video. And you will see a lot of the things that will be at Get Out the Float this coming February.
Exactly.
So,
and there should be more things too.
I didn't say what so getoutthefloat.com is the website. You can go and register and all that good stuff. And on this video, you can see the fun convention center and stuff that you would be participating in if you went to Get Out the Float in Seaside, Oregon in February. Oh my cow. Oh my cow.
Moo. And speaking of cons, actually, before we get to cons, I would like to point out that Injured Nerves Productions has now become Injured Nerves Podcast Network. Once we have 4 podcasts, I've determined that 4 is what makes us a network, and now we have 4. So we are a network.
Yes, very,
very exciting. If we get any more, I'm going to pull what little hair I have left out of my brain. So
hey, you don't need it. Look at me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't need hair. Well, whose hair is overrated, right? Yeah. So
it is.
Okay. Speaking of cons, I would like to give a recap of BLFC since I am recently back from that. If that's okay with you two, Furs?
Yeah, I didn't know that their cap was bad and it needed to be recapped.
It did need to be recapped. It was capped once and then it was capped again, and then the cap fell off and we had to recap it a third time, which was just terrible.
Yeah, you don't want the liquid coming out.
So the interesting thing about BLFC this year is it was very different than any BLFC I've been to in the past. And mostly because it was a midweek con. It started on Tuesday and went through Thursday. And so, but there was still stuff on Monday, pre-register, day 0, Monday, blah, blah, blah. And then a couple of little things on Friday, but most of it was just Tuesday through Thursday. Being a midweek con, the feeling was different. A lot of the regular cons that you see, or regular furs that you see at cons, weren't there. So, like Furcasting and a lot of those big name furs just weren't there. And it was kind of strange that there was even hotel rooms available during the con, in the con block. So that tells you how much the attendance was down. Attendance was only a little over 3,000 from what I heard. So,
really?
Oh my.
Yeah, it was.
That's like half. It was like what
half.
It used to be.
It was so much half that there was never a line for the elevator. And
well, that's nice.
Yeah, so that was nice. But of course, the GSR did actually install a new elevator device on the elevators. So when you got to the elevator, instead of just pushing a button, you pushed the floor you wanted to go to. And then the elevator would only go to those floors that you chose when you got on the elevator. Not when you walked into the elevator, but when you called for the elevator. So that kind of sped things up quite a bit also.
I'll bet, yeah. I've seen that at like really big buildings, like in New York. Last time I was in New York, they had elevators like that where you chose your floor before you got in the elevator.
Right.
And then there was only would stop at those
floors. And there was no panels
Yeah.
inside the elevator. So if you didn't choose it when you got on, you just went for a ride. And you hoped that you were getting off on the right floor because, Well,
eventually it'll go back down to the lobby.
That's true.
Eventually.
That's true.
That's how it's like at Anthrocon main hotel.
And there was not a lot of furs hanging out in the hallways. In fact, there was never anybody saying, move along, move along, move along. Taebyn, how everybody gathers at that one area right around the elevators. Yes. Well, that never happened. The dances weren't well attended. And so it was a very different
I saw
vibe.
the videos you posted. It looked kind of empty out there.
The big dance was Thursday night, and that was sponsored by Bad Dragon, and because there was their 15th anniversary, and they actually reserved and rented the actual nightclub at the GSR. It's called Lex.
Oh,
yeah, and it was a beautiful, beautiful nightclub. They rented it. It was an open bar, so it was free drinks all night.
Ooh.
The music was jumping off. I almost fell in the pool. There was a pool inside the nightclub, and I'm like walking around taking video, thinking, "Why isn't anybody standing on this glass floor?" And I almost stepped out onto it.
Oh no!
Thinking it was a glass floor. And I was like,
But it
oh, wait a
wasn't.
minute. This is a swimming pool. I'm glad I didn't step out there. That would have been terrible. Because I had like all my electronics on me, my wallet and all that stuff. I would have everything would have gotten fried.
Oh no.
It was a good time.
Well, obviously you didn't avail yourself enough of that open bar.
I did not. And the funny thing was, I went up there and I asked the bartender to make me a Manhattan, and he says, I don't know how to make that. And I was like, how do you not know how to make a Manhattan?
How do you not know how to make a Manhattan?
Right. And then
Jinx.
And then Blitz Pup, who was my pup for the week, goes up and he says, can you make me a liquid marijuana? And the guy says, sure. I'm like, wait a minute, wait. You can make a liquid marijuana, but you can't make me a Manhattan? So
yeah, it's pretty dang simple. It's whiskey or bourbon, some vermouth,
some bitters,
and
and a cherry. I mean, how hard is
twist.
it? Yeah, it's like, hey, how hard can anyway. So Blitz ordered like a dozen liquid marijuanas, and he was dancing on one of the places he wasn't supposed to dance, and it was exciting all the way around.
So you got the cartoon I sent you, right?
I did. In fact, I posted it in the off leash chat, talking about how they couldn't make me a Manhattan.
Yes.
So, but the panels
there were no
good.
Screaming people, apparently.
Yep, the panels were good. The theming was on point for BLFC this year. I have to say, there was second chapter of the Curse of Kurisu. Everything in the hotel was geared up for that, except for the parts that the hotel was setting up for Christmas, because they were already setting up for Christmas. So they were setting up Christmas trees all over, and the big table, that big open lobby in the front when you first walk in.
Oh yeah,
that was
with a big fun light at the top,
right? So that was all set up as a big winter wonderland. So it was. We couldn't take pictures of it because they still had it all blocked off with curtains and stuff. But I poked my head in a couple of times, and they actually had little snow machines that were going to blow snow on top of everything, and that was kind of fun and exciting.
Wow.
So that was BLFC. The opening ceremonies were good. The closing ceremonies were, I don't know, because I didn't go. People that went said the closing ceremonies were kind of like, bleh.
So how were the off-leash panel?
The off-leash panel went great. We had about 100 people in there, and then the mosh that we did with Pup 101 had about 200 people come. So 200 pups.
Very nice.
So it was very well attended. That was one of the bigger attended panels, I have to say, and we had a lot of fun and drank a lot of whiskey and had a lot of fun. I even went in.
Excellent.
Although I did. The one night I decided to go sit in the hot tub was the night that the GSR tried to poison all of us. I'm sitting in the hot tub and I'm like, why am I itching? I'm so itching. I'm itching all over. They screwed up the chemicals.
Yep.
And everybody that was in the pool and the hot tubs all got severe rashes.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think the GSR gave us any credit for that? Nope.
Wow. I mean, Bearly as a hot tub owner, I know how difficult it is to keep your pH and everything balanced correctly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I used to have a hot tub as well, and it requires some pretty caustic chemicals sometimes when the pH gets out of whack. And if you go overboard on those, you can really hurt yourself.
Yep.
And if you're really good though at balancing all that and everything, then you definitely have a PhD.
Sure.
Because pH.
There you go. That's what I was waiting for. Something like that along the line of that. Yes. So Taebyn, I noticed on our show notes that we have a new section called Transfurmations. What is this?
We do. So last week, I started this new section, and it's my honey got me this book recently called Transfurmations: Mindful Mantras to Awaken Your Inner Cat. And it's just got a bunch of little kitty mantras, kind of, and
they're
all the pictures
cute.
have little kitties in them. And I'd show you, but I can't because my video's not working. But Rayne's going to post them on the thing from last week so you can see them. Anyway, so I did the first 3 last week, and I thought just each week I would do the next 3 until I'm all done.
All right, then. Well, let us hear 3 more Transfurmations. Do we have a theme song for this yet?
No, we should. Meow, 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 meow.
Okay, there we go.
How's that?
Beautiful.
Okay.
We're going to save so much money this year on Epidemic Sound.
Yes. So the first cat formation is abundance comes naturally to me.
Okay.
The second cat formation.
Yes.
I am calm and confident and covered in sharp spines, just in case.
What? Covered in sharp spines.
And there's
okay.
There's a picture of a kitty cactus. I mean, you'd have to see it. Anyway, there it is. The third cat formation is I go effortlessly with the flow. And there's a picture of like a river, and there's two boats, but the boats make little kitty ears, and there's a kitty and stuff, and it's really cute. Aww. Anyway, there are my cat formations for the week.
Okay.
Meow, 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 meow. Bark.
Meow, 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 bark. It's cat dog.
Bark.
It's cat dog. It's kitty doggy.
Cat dog. Remember that cartoon?
One fine day with a woof and a purr, a baby was born and it caused a little stir. No blue-buzzard, no three-eyed frog, just a feline canine little cat dog. Cat dog. Cat dog. Alone in the world was a little cat dog.
Mm-hmm.
I remember something about that, actually.
Yep. Cat dog.
Yes.
Cat dog. Oh,
that's the one where they're sewed like they're like
they've got no
front
butt.
half of a dog and the front half of a cat. Yeah, they're in the middle. Yeah. They meet in the middle.
There's no butt. I don't understand how that works, but okay. Maybe they're in Star Trek where they just beam the poop out of them. Bloop. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Speaking of poop, did you know? So scientists have just discovered diarrhea is hereditary.
It runs in the family.
Genes.
Oh, okay. It runs in your genes. Oh,
yeah. I mean, poop jokes aren't my favorite, but they are a solid number 2.
Oh God. Okay. All right. How about the past today? Do we have anything for the past today?
I do not.
I do not also.
All righty then. Well, then I guess that takes us up to That's Just Stupid.
Well, that was
easy. That was, yes. Press the easy button.
Hit the easy button.
Yes. So let's just...
Rayne, press that easy button.
I don't have the easy button.
We'll push any button and we'll see what it does.
Okay,
there's the easy button.
There's the easy cow button. Easy cow. Easy.
Cow
down
button.
cow. Down cow. You don't get down off a cow. You get down off a duck. Anyway, so that just takes us up to That's Just Stupid or News of the Odd. And all of them are the ones that I have are kind of interesting. So let's just jump right into it. Jump. A moose eats a Halloween pumpkin off an Alaska woman's porch. A Nebraska woman. So this makes no sense. A Nebraska's woman's home.
That doesn't make sense.
Security camera recorded footage of her Halloween pumpkin being stolen off her porch by a hungry suspect, a moose. It says Alaska woman's porch in the title, but it's in Nebraska.
I mean, she could be an Alaskan woman living in Nebraska, but that doesn't make any sense. What would it make a difference if she's an Alaskan woman if she's living in Nebraska? And this is where it happened.
She'd be a Nebraskan then, I guess. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know.
Her security camera recorded.
Maybe if Neber equals Al, then Nebraska equals Alaska. So poor Al, he's a Neber.
Nebra, Alaska. It's a new town. It's a new city. It's a
new town created by us. Every fur moved to
Nebraska.
Or maybe there's a town in Alaska called Nebraska, Alaska. Who knows?
Maybe.
Anyway, Natalie Levy's Ring doorbell camera recorded a nighttime visit by a hungry bull moose that stood on the front porch for several minutes while snacking on a pumpkin. The post-Halloween porch cleanup fairy paid us a morning visit, she said. The moose wasn't the only wild animal to turn porch pirate in recent days. In Orlando, Florida, a family security camera recorded a bear walking up to their home and stealing a bag of Taco Bell food that had been dropped off the porch by an Uber Eats driver. So
it's probably that same Florida woman from last week.
Oh,
so last week we did That's Just Stupid about a bear breaking into a Florida woman's house.
There you go. Now, the next story is about a Massachusetts student's message in a bottle was found in France 26 years later. So, a Frenchman, he was cleaning up trash from a beach, found a message in a bottle that had been authored by a Massachusetts 5th grader 26 years ago. Benjamin Lyons wrote the message as part of his assignment for science teacher Frederick J. Hemilia in Sandwich Forestdale School in October 1997. Can you imagine that 1997 was 26 years ago? I can't. That just seems wrong.
No.
That seems a little. I don't think that's right. That can't be right.
That's the problem with getting older. Things just. Wow, that was 26 years ago. Oh my God.
That's the trouble with like arithmetic. It just doesn't make any sense. Just like working at McDonald's.
I've heard that arithmetic just doesn't add up from time to time.
Just like
it's divisive.
Pencil.
It's divisive.
It doesn't add up.
Yes.
Herbert Arroyo, 71, said in his reply to the school district that he typically spends his mornings fishing and cleaning up the beach trash in Les Sables Odorants, Frontière de France. I just ruined that, I'm sure. And he came across the message in the bottle on August 11th. Carol Archambault, the 6th grade teacher. Why are all these names so hard to pronounce? Said that
they're French
message, but this is a Massachusetts person. Archambault should not be in Massachusetts. She should be in French. Anyway.
Yeah, I guess so.
Anyway, said that other messages in bottles from Hemilia's class have been found over the years, including one in Greenland. So there you go. She didn't mention whether all of them have been found yet. Why am I phlegmy? I don't know. Now,
maybe you're Flemish.
I might be Flemish. Oh, Taebyn.
You're muted, Taebyn.
Oh, Taebyn.
Oh, hi
there.
Oh.
Do you remember last year about this time we talked about the person in a pumpkin boat paddling to break the world's record?
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I remember. I'll just say I remember.
Yes. Well, the record has been broken. So this year...
more people do it.
I know.
Okay.
This year, a Massachusetts man took to the Connecticut River in a hollowed-out giant pumpkin in an attempt to break the world record for paddling. Dave Rothstein of Florence carved out his 1,024-pound pumpkin. That's a big pumpkin.
That's a big pumpkin.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, my cow.
He hollowed it out into a makeshift boat and paddled from Deerfield to Holyoke, a distance of more than 40 miles, in an attempt to break the Guinness World Record for the longest journey by pumpkin boat paddling. Apparently, there is a category for pumpkin boat motorized. You can actually put a motor on a pumpkin if you want, and there's a record for that.
Why? What are? Oh my cow! What is going on with this thing?
It's like, I'm sitting here thinking, what I'd like to do? I'd like to grow a huge pumpkin, hollow it out, and paddle down a river.
And put a motor on
it.
Don't put a bird on it. Put a motor on it.
That's right. So
definitely.
Last year, Nebraska man Dwayne Hansen broke the record at 37.5 miles. But this guy broke it by 2.5 miles. So there you go.
Nice.
Well, good for him.
He said, well, beating the world record is a record for everyone here in the valley, so I don't consider that mine. This is just to raise awareness to the Connecticut River watershed because there are a lot of us that live in close proximity to it, and it's an incredible resource that needs to be protected. So there you go.
I am noticing a pattern in these first two stories in that you got people who are very environmentally conscious.
Yes.
Because the first guy's picking up trash on the beach. This guy's doing this race to, make sure to raise awareness about the river. That's cool.
Well, and I have to say, though, that last quote, as you were reading the last quote, there were many things that came to mind. You said, this is just to raise awareness. Then I was thinking, this is to raise awareness about pumpkins. But no, then he said to the Connecticut River watershed because I was thinking, because there are a lot of pumpkins out there in need.
Yeah.
You said a lot of
all that water. How do you think they grow up so big?
Proximity to the pumpkin patch, but no, then you said to it, and it's an incredible pumpkin resource. No, but just an incredible resource that needs to be protected from the scarecrows or something.
Yes.
I don't know. Good grief, Charlie Brown. Come on.
Good grief, Charlie Brown.
Great pumpkin indeed.
And finally, a coyote was found napping on a San Francisco resident's porch patio on their couch.
Aww.
An animal care and control San Francisco officer was called to a resident's home for an unusual wildlife situation. A coyote was taking a nap on a patio couch. Officer Mullen said in a post on Animal Care and Control's Facebook page that she was summoned to a home where a resident feared a coyote napping on their patio couch might be sick or injured, as it hadn't moved when approached. I arrived, she said, and made contact with the resident, who took me to their backyard and showed me the coyote, who was comfortably resting on a couch on their patio.
Aww.
I approached the coyote and started talking to him, telling him it was time to get up and leave. Mullen said the coyote looked at me, got up, took a big stretch, and made his way to the edge of the yard. He was moving appropriately and did not appear sick or injured. She said the coyote hopped over the garden wall and headed into the neighboring woodland area.
That's adorable.
Mullen said the coyote was likely a young male who had recently left his den and was making his way through the city in search for a mate. So.
Yeah, we had a lot of coyotes where I grew up, and they do that sometimes. Like, the young males will sometimes like find a comfy spot on your property and just kind of settle down for a little while and take a nice nap.
Yep.
And we've had to chase them away from our property when I was a kid.
Yeah. I mean, a couple of summers ago, I got up and I looked out on my back patio, and there was Taebyn sleeping on my patio couch. And I said, Taebyn, why are you here? He's like, well, I was just wandering around and thought I'd sleep here. So.
Yeah, that kind of sounds like me.
Does sound like you.
That sounds like me.
Yep.
I do that.
And that is...
all you furs, if you happen to see me wandering around and plop down on your couch on your porch or something, just don't be surprised.
Just give a little nudge. Give a little nudge.
Yeah, nudge him. Say, hey, it's time to get up and move along.
And he'll probably burst into a Weird Al song.
Mm-hmm.
That is very true. I bet that is exactly what would happen.
That takes us up to our media section. There we go.
I put a little emphasis on the end there that I don't usually do.
He did. He put a little
emphasis. There's some emphasis on that.
Last syllable.
That syllable, indeed.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I'm just going to say I haven't been watching much since I've been gone to BLFC and traveling, and I've watched Bob's Burgers at night while falling asleep, and that's about it.
Oh, Taebyn, what about you?
Oh, hi. Well, I'm pretty boring. I've been watching South Park for lunchies. Did you know they came out with what they call it? I haven't seen it yet, but last Friday or Sunday or something, they came out with a quote unquote special event, and there's like a new 45-minute South Park episode.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't either, but
it's kind of like they take all the characters and make them women or something, like the real wives of South Park or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that. Just haven't yet. That's all I've been watching. Been playing Monkeys Go Pop and Beat Saber, and I'm boring, Pup.
That's all right. We've been busy.
How about you, Raccoon Rain?
Rain the Raccoon.
I have been doing a lot of editing, so I haven't had a lot of time to watch stuff. But when I've had a few spare minutes, I've been playing the newly released Vampire the Masquerade Justice in VR on the Quest.
Did you say newly released?
Newly,
not newly.
Not newly.
Okay.
Newly.
I actually have. I remember Vampire Masquerade on PC, and that was scary. So on VR, is it scary?
There's a lot of jump scares. Yes.
I'm not gonna. I'm scary, Pup. Oh my cow! I'm scary. I hide right now.
So you play as a vampire named Justice, whose sire has been murdered.
I thought you were going to say Justin, like the vampire's name.
No,
is
not Justin.
That doesn't make
Justice.
sense.
That's why the title is Vampire the Masquerade Justice. Not Justin.
Not Justin. Vampire the Masquerade. Justin.
Justin the vampire.
You play as a vampire named Justice, whose sire's been murdered by a vampire faction based in Venice, Italy. So you go to Venice to basically find out who killed him and take revenge on them. And they have stolen also an artifact that he had that you want back. But the graphics are beautiful. It's probably the closest I'll ever get to going to Venice. It's really cool. The game is fun. The mechanics are really cool. So like to suck the blood of one of your, one of the bad guys, you grab their shoulders with your hands and pull them in towards you, and you have to lean your mouth around their neck. And when you do, like, the blood starts spurting out all over your face and stuff. And it's pretty gory.
Oh.
And then there's this move that you can like put your hand out to them and basically a like a long string of blood shoots towards their head, and it fills their head up, and their heads pop off. It's really gory. It's a vampire. It's a vampire thing.
Okay, so
I hide.
have either of you seen the show What We Do in the Shadows?
I have seen bits and pieces. I haven't seen a whole episode.
It's a cute show. You should watch it if you have a chance. It's kind of like a reality show where they are talking. They're following this group of vampires around, and they live in Long Island, New York. One of the vampires is a mental vampire, so that he bores you, so that he drains all your energy. He's an energy vampire. Yeah, and so.
Oh, that sounds like me.
Well, it could be. Yes, you are an energy vampire. A
little bit.
Maybe Taebyn the energy vampire. There we go.
That's why he's always so peppy. Yes, he's draining everyone else's energy.
Right.
There you go. We figured it out.
So one of the vampires, his name is Colin Robinson, and so he'll like talk about things. So, I was talking to the other day, and I was wondering if maybe we could have a discussion about potato chips and how you chew those potato chips. And you go on and on and on, and they just kind of just like drain out, and then he just sucks all the energy out. Well, my husband was in the bank the other day, and he texted me, and he says, I am behind a female Colin Robinson. She is talking to the bank teller. Well, I just don't understand. How is it that I have these reductions in my statement when I didn't write any checks? I always get checks back when I write a check, but there's money coming out of my account. And the teller's like, well, because you use a debit card. Well, a debit card? How would I use a debit card? I don't have a debit card. Well, did you set up an account so where you just have things automatically come out of your account? Well, maybe, but I just don't understand how can that come out of my account and I don't get a canceled check back? I have to get a canceled check back. And he's
what century is she living in? She must be a vampire.
Even I see what's happening here.
But it was just so funny. He says, I'm behind a female Colin Robinson.
She's definitely, if she doesn't understand how banking works today, and she thinks she gets a canceled check back from a debit.
And my husband says, he says, I could literally watch the teller just having the energy drained from them. And I was like, oh my God, you really
that poor teller
definitely got behind an energy vampire. That was crazy.
Oh my goodness. That's too
and I
funny.
had something else I was going to mention there too, and I forgot what it was, so I guess it wasn't very important. Anyways, Taebyn. Hi. Would you like to take a walk over to Rayne's place and see if he's got anything for the transformation ray that we could probably play with today?
Yeah, actually, it's not raining too much actually at the moment. It's kind of wet and fresh out. It might be nice for a walk right now.
We don't have to though, because while you guys were both gone, I installed a secret passage in the studio.
Wow. Where's the door?
Yeah. It's secret. Oh. You got to look for it.
Well, I don't want to look for the door. You know where it is. Just tell us where it is.
Okay.
The door.
The third book from the top shelf on your bookshelf, Bearly. Pull that book.
Oh, the one titled Bambi. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Of course. Like,
at least it's not a candle. I don't have to put the candle back. Put the candle
back.
Oh, well, look at that. It opens up into this. Well, and there's actually torches. Why are there torches? Why did you not install electric lights?
Because torches have a much better ambience.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. Let me take the torch. And we're walking down the hallway. Oh, there's rats down here already. It's only been a couple of weeks. How are there rats down here?
I mean, I used them to dig the tunnel.
Okay. Taebyn, hold on to my hand.
They're very constructive little creatures if you motivate them right.
My little puppy eyes, so I could use a little help here.
Okay. I've got you by the arm. We're good to go. Okay. All right.
Okay.
And it's a dead end.
No. Push the third brick from the bottom row up.
The third.
Oh, look, that one says Bambi.
Another so Bambi. Bambi. All right.
That makes and I see a theme.
Whamby Bambi, thank you, Bambi.
And here we are. Wow.
Yes.
Look at that.
So I figured this would be, nice for those gloomy days that we're coming up on.
Indeed.
So we don't have to walk out in the
we
rain.
walk through a damp, moist, rat-infested tunnel instead of out in the rain. But that's great. Yay.
Those rats are
That's
domestic
great, but that's
rats.
They're domestic rats. Snake food.
Yes, well, they are now. Yeah,
Snake food.
Pet the rat. Pet the rat.
pet the rat. Yes. So I was digging around in the storage room and I found a box full of what I thought were Atari 2600 cartridges. But actually, I found out they fit into a slot on the transformation
Oh,
rail.
wow.
I don't know what they do, but I figure we should probably, maybe pick one and try it out.
Maybe I can play Asteroids, like actually in the game or something.
Mate, I don't know. Let's see what they do.
Okay, let's.
Let me plug one of these in. You got to blow them out.
Yes,
it makes the contact
yes,
better.
absolutely.
Oh, yes.
Okay, I got that plugged in. Okay, let me fire this puppy up. Taebyn, stand on the X so I don't light you on fire.
There.
Okay, you ready?
Okay, let's try it out.
All right. In 3, 2, 1.
Bambi noises, Bambi noises, Bambi noises, Bambi bark.
Oh my.
Oh. Well, that's interesting. Your face is completely replaced by a big visor and LEDs behind it. Taebyn, I think you're a protogen now.
Oh
no!
Wow.
I have to be plugged in and stuff.
Well, luckily it looks like your battery is at 90%, so I think you have plenty for right now.
Nice.
You're a good energy vampire, so I'm sure that's why.
That's true. That's very true.
Mm-hmm. So you also have a USB ports.
Oh,
interesting.
Where are they? I can't see them.
They're turn around.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, that's not a USB port. Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a port.
Okay.
Sorry about that, Taebyn.
It's a port of something.
It's an output port.
Output port. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So what can you do now that you're like part computer, Taebyn? I'm really not familiar with protogens.
That I can beep beep boop.
Beep beep boop.
Instead of
Okay.
bark bark bark, and I think that's all I can do because it's from my understanding that's all protogens can do.
Can you make your face lights make like little emojis and stuff?
Maybe. Let me try that. And by the way, I apologize to any progens out there for what I just said. Little disclaimer right there. Anyway, yes, let me try and let me try and do a face.
We're gonna get letters from lots of angry protogens or emails because they don't write letters.
But no, they only display them on their face, and we can't see it that way.
The letter A, the letter
Okay,
D.
let me think really hard and see if
Well, that's interesting. There's Pac-Man playing across your visor now.
Oh, nice. Am I winning?
No.
Yeah. Well,
no.
It depends. Are you the ghost or are you the Pac-Man?
I'm Pinky. No,
then
actually,
you're winning.
I want to be Clyde. I'm Clyde.
Well, you're also winning because this little Pac-Man is taking a beating.
Okay.
In fact, Pinky has just pulled out a baseball bat. I didn't know that was in the game.
I should get out of this. Let me try something else. Let me try.
Yeah.
Okay. I tried something else. How's it going now?
But that's interesting. You now have a spectrum analyzer on your grill.
Okay.
That's neat.
That's not what I expected, but okay.
No,
I did something.
No.
That's good.
Try again.
Okay. Let's see. I'll think really hard about. I feel like this is like a birthday wish thing. Like, wait a minute, let me get in my mind. Okay, let me think. Okay. 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 Got it. I'm done.
Stock market ticker.
Nice.
The funny thing is,
BFFT is
but
up.
the funny thing is that the little tape is coming out of that output hole.
Well, I mean,
interesting.
If you're gonna have an output port, you got to use it, I guess.
It's gotta be of use for something.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well.
And
your battery is draining quick.
Oh, his battery. He's down to 40%.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fast.
I think all this changing of displays is draining your battery really quickly.
Oh my cow!
I am not sure what's going to happen if you reach 0.
That sounds actually kind of bad. Like, I don't want that to happen.
Maybe we should change you back. Okay, I'm going to pull the cartridge out.
Okay.
And let's get this. Okay, I've got it set for Taebyn again. Okay. Are you ready?
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1.
Left shark.
Oh, he's back.
Oh, hey.
You're back, but your eyes are still displaying like little miniature
little Pac-Man things.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope that clears up. Maybe there's an ointment.
Probably drops.
I think it'll wear off.
Probably drops for that.
Here, take these drops and use these. I'm not sure what they're for, but they can't hurt. Yeah,
which means they can't hurt. Yeah, they're going to be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try that later.
I mean, they are eye drops. So
okay. Well,
yeah.
We'll see how it goes. For now, we'll just have to be mesmerized by the miracle of Pac-Man.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Miracle of Pac-Man.
Yes.
All right.
Well, it was pretty miraculous when I was a kid. I do have to say.
I can't even make the Pac-Man noise anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. Well, let's.
Okay.
Looks like the door is still open, so let's just head on back to the studio.
Let's go
on back. Oh, look, there's a little carving of left shark. So if you had to go back, you would know what you had to push if the door was closed.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Right.
Nice.
Well, no, left.
Wallaby
Socks. How is Wallaby Socks?
Have you said it?
Heard from him lately?
Ah, crap! You've said it 3 times now. He's gonna appear. You know it.
Hey, what are you guys doing?
Oh no!
Bearly, I told you.
What are you guys doing over
you
here?
say his name 3 times.
I was sitting in my house, just sitting there watching some TV, and all of a sudden I appeared over here. What's going on? Did you summon me?
I'm gonna go hide for a second.
Yeah, apparently we did. It was an accident.
It was an accident? You accidentally summoned Wallaby Socks? What the heck? What are you guys?
I'm so sorry.
So what am I supposed to do now? I'm standing around here. I got nothing to do.
You could. You could take.
I live like 300 friggin' miles away. How am I supposed to get home?
Well, this tunnel goes pretty far. You could probably make it there.
You gotta make me walk through a tunnel now for 300 friggin' miles.
Well, no, you can ride the rat.
Yeah.
Oh, I can ride the rats. All right, great, thanks. Okay. Oh, look. Oh, wait a minute.
They're very nice.
Oh, wait a minute.
They're
okay,
nice.
I'm gonna strap a couple of rats to my feet here, and I'm just gonna let them walk me home. Okay.
Let them just go. Yeah.
Well,
enjoy the ride.
I'll tell you what. I got a better idea. Give me your phone.
Okay, here you go.
All right. Yo, Vinny. Yeah, I know. I was sitting next to you playing a video game, and all of a sudden I'm gone. I understand that. It's okay. Listen, just say my name 3 times, would you? Don't ask me why you have to say my name 3 times. Just say it, okay? Vinny, put down the bottle of scotch and say my name 3 times. Vinny. No, I don't. I'm not going to bring you any friggin' pizza, okay? I know you're hungry. I'll get there and say my name 3 times.
Oh, look, he's gone. He just apparently Vinny must have said his name 3 times. Unfortunately, I think
it's a good thing that doesn't work for Vinny because he called Vinny's name like 5 times. I know,
but you know what the problem is? He took your phone with him.
Oh no! Crap. Good point.
Oh well, it's time to get a new one.
Get that iPhone 15s or something like that. Anyway,
or 26 million or whatever.
Right, so
whatever they're on. Yeah.
Let's head back to the studio and see what we can do.
Yeah.
Who'll be fine in a deluxe? No, it's a deluxe apartment in the sky. We're moving on up, and what am I doing? I don't even know. I blame Pac-Man for being in my eyes, and that's all I know. Boo, boo, boo.
Oh, right. Well, we're back in the studio now. Yes, it's a nice short walk.
What even just happened right
there?
Yeah,
with a very weird musical interlude.
Kind of mixed and poor Wallaby Socks. Oh, I'm not going to say his name again.
No, we're done. Nope.
All right. Well, now it's time for Furries in the News.
Are in the news. Bark.
Wow, that was
a quickie.
Oh my cow! I don't know what I just do things, and I don't know what's happening. I just do things.
It's a stream of consciousness.
Well, the only thing I found
that was a very quick, stupid stream of consciousness.
Eddies in the stream, you know.
There are.
Get him out.
I know. Get him out before he
drowns. My cord is caught. Hang on a second. All right.
That's what they all say.
My cord is caught.
That's what they indicated.
My cord is caught, as they say. All right. So the only thing I have for Furries in the News is the Disney's Robin Hood movie, the film that launched 1,000 furries. That's the title of the article.
Oh, like the original
Robin Hood.
The original one. Yes. Oh, God, he was so hot.
It's the 50th anniversary of Robin Hood.
Wow. He's as old as me.
The film is a retelling of an English legend with the familiar figures reimagined as anthropomorphic forest animals. And a few Ryans thrown in. Ryan Seacrest.
Hey, Ryan, how you doing? Seacrest. I haven't seen you in a while.
Ryan Reynolds is hot, too.
He is hot, yeah.
A few Ryans appeared, and there's the Mr. Reynolds and everything. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, a few rhinos and lions thrown in for good measure. Yes. Filmed on a budget of only about $5 million, Robin Hood brought in a respectable $33 million at the box office 50 years ago, making it significantly more profitable upon release than Pinocchio, Fantasia, or Dumbo. And it's on par with its contemporaries, The Jungle Book and The Aristocrats, which are also very old. Aristocats.
Yes, and also very good movies.
Despite its initial success, excuse me, Robin Hood is most notable today for its influence on the furry community. Its appeal for this particular subculture is obvious to anyone who has internet access. The same goes for the more recent fur-bait film Zootopia. Brian Bedford's Robin Bedford's Robin Hood is a gentle English rogue with come hither eyes and a quiver that doesn't quit. I love this article.
True. Yes. I'm getting all quivery.
The undeniable hotness of this figurative and literal fox who struts throughout the film with wanton, pantless abandon will no doubt trigger countless appetites in the last half century. Oodalele.
Oodalele. What a day.
Furry or not, we can all be hot for Robin Hood. Robin Hood is one of Disney's most underappreciated gems. The dismissal of Robin Hood as a lesser Disney animated feature ignores the unique appeal offered by this charming 70s-era text. And no, I'm not just talking about the crooked-fanged grin and voluptuous vulpine tail.
I think a furry wrote this article. What do you think?
I think so too.
We know about you, Mr. Arthur.
Yes. Robin Hood remains one of the better interpretations of the beloved English folktale, holding its own against Errol Flynn's iconic portrayal in Warner Brothers' 1938 swashbuckling adventure. Sorry, Russell Crowe. A fox is the perfect animal to represent the playful, cunning, and brave outlaw who stole from the rich and gave to the poor. The animal is a trickster, and although less outright predacious than its cousin Wolf, this member of the Canidae family, not Canada family, but Canidae, still has fangs. That slight hint of danger hidden behind a cuddly, welcoming exterior is all part of the allure. So, on this 50th anniversary, go give Robin Hood your love. The 83-minute feature combines comedy, action, and romance, delivering a story that is equal parts exciting, funny, and heartfelt. It tastefully pays tribute to the previous iterations of the story while forging its own unique voice as a distinctly kid-friendly take. It's a lighthearted yet thoroughly enjoyable outing that promotes rebellion, community, and loyalty. And you don't even need a fursuit to participate.
Well, I was going to say about it. There was something I was going to. You said something that I was going to say. I'm looking. Robin Hood, a notable force. I do not remember what I was going to say about it. Dun dun dun!
No,
I forgot something once again. All you furs that know me are not surprised to hear me say that.
I do have to say, of all the Disney anthropomorphic characters that have been, around over the last 50 years, Robin Hood he's still really, really hot. And I mean, his voicing was just impeccably done.
I'm going to have to watch the movie again. And I'm sure it's now available on Disney Plus because it's the 50th anniversary.
Yes.
So I'll be able to watch it again and have a good
the actor that voiced him, just such a buttery smooth, just lovely voice to listen to.
Butter and smoothness in the onion of the eye.
It's got everything that doesn't have.
It's the golden dulcet tones.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, daddy, who's a good boy?
Oh, Delele.
Who's a good boy? For all you pups out there, who's a good boy? Are you a good boy? Taebyn, are you a good boy?
No.
Well, all right then. Well, speaking of movies, let's move along then, and let's get our movie review from our very own Cheetaro with his movie review.
Cheetaro
or Cheetaro.
Is that Cheetaro part
Cheetaro,
2?
yeah. Cheetaro. Come see, come saw. You say
Cheetaro, I say Cheetaro, and that's what I have for breakfast.
You say potato, Cheerios. I say vodka. There you go.
It's all the same.
So, Cheetaro has a movie review of.
Oh, it's a movie about a raccoon.
It is a movie about a raccoon.
Are you in a raccoon now, Rayne? Are you in a movie now?
He's in a raccoon. Yeah.
Are you in a Rayne now movie?
I am in a raccoon, but this movie is not about me. It's about Pompoko.
Pompoko, which is Japanese for the sound that the tanuki make when they beat their bellies.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And also the sound the pumpkin makes.
While you're paddling down the river?
While you're paddling, exactly.
Throwback to earlier.
Thank you for saving that, Bearly.
There you go.
Hey, Cheetaro. I hear you got another movie review for us.
Absolutely. This time I have a movie that's called Pompoko. It's a Studio Ghibli film.
Nice.
It's actually a film about the environment.
Oh.
But it is told in the respect of, and I know you're going to love this, raccoons.
I love it.
Because the movie starts with a raccoon talking about how raccoons like to live around people, because people live on farms and near the food and the water. And of course, we all know how raccoons love to eat.
We're opportunists and we do love to eat, yes.
Well, there was an abandoned farm that the raccoons decided that they were going to live. And they lived there peacefully until, unfortunately, one day, these big large excavating equipment decided that it needed to start demolishing this farmland. And of course, why are they demolishing the farmland? Well, they're demolishing the farmland because they need to build houses and roads and things like that for the people to live, of course, right? So what always happens? The people get to live somewhere, and all the animals get shoved out.
Get to move out. Yep.
Yeah. So then another raccoon basically started to notice raccoons going everywhere, and they were all over the place because they were basically getting shoved into smaller and smaller areas. And so they ended up starting to fight because they were fighting over food and living space, of course. So so the raccoons at this point decided that they needed to form alliances. And the ironic part is that they formed alliances, and somehow their alliance was either they were wearing the color red or they were wearing the color blue. And
Bloods and Crips for the raccoons. Yeah, jeez.
Right. Who knew?
I bet you they got it from the raccoons.
Raccoons are smart. I mean, they're the first.
Yeah.
They were the first thieves because look at their faces.
Yeah, we always wear a mask.
But so the interesting part about this movie is that from the beginning up to this point, which is only like a few moments, the quality of the movie is awesome all through. But the raccoons are done where they look realistic. And then all of a sudden, when they start doing these battles, the animation of the raccoon goes from the realistic look to a more cartoony look.
So like the way they do like in Teen Titans, where when they get angry, they turn all cutesy cartoon.
Exactly. And so whenever they start fighting, that's what ends up happening. Well, according to the movie, it says that, the narrator of the movie says, a well-known fact is that when humans are not around, raccoons like to walk on two legs. And
that is actually true. Actually, sometimes when humans are around, too, if you startle them, sometimes they'll get up on two legs.
Very true. And then they'll hiss at you.
Yeah, sometimes.
And so when they're on their two legs, they also, they start to fight and stuff like that. And these two factions, of course, the red side and the blue side, they start fighting with sticks and various other strange aspects. Now, I guess I should say, since this is a Studio Ghibli film, that this is all theoretically in Japan. Okay. And
right.
So, of course, all of these raccoons are fighting in the Japanese style with like fake katanas, and a couple of them have nunchucks, and it's kind of funny.
Nice.
So these guys are two factions, the red and the blue, are fighting. And then all of a sudden this female raccoon comes in and she starts to do this chant. And it's funny. I'm going to quote the movie here for a moment. She basically says, "Blue, blue, kill the red. Red, red, knock blue dead. It doesn't matter which side wins. You're all going to lose. Kill them all. Who cares whose side is whose?" And she continues this rant for a little bit.
That's pretty much true of all war. There's no winning sides. If we learned anything from the classic movie War Games, the only move is not to play.
Absolutely. So she continues this basically until while everybody's battling in the field, and then she kind of gets their attention, and she basically says, "Do you realize what's happening? You guys are fighting, and what's happening is our forest is getting torn down and being destroyed." And so all of the raccoons ended up looking around and going, "Oh my God, there's all sorts of stuff disappearing here and there." And at this point, they basically in the movie started talking about, the narrator starts talking about, like, in the 1960s, Japan went through an economic growth where they needed to have new places for people to live. And so they said in 1967, the government built a new suburb for people to live, for hundreds of thousands of people. And they were clearing the forest with an alarming rate, and that's why it was ruining the raccoons' territories. So the interesting part is that during this period of time before this happened, the raccoons thought that the humans were animals, but of course now that they've seen them tear down and destroy sections, they think, "Oh my God, these humans are gods because they are so powerful, they can destroy things." So all of these raccoons that were fighting before decide to go gather for a meeting, and the eldest raccoon, the eldest raccoon in this series, he's like 99 years old.
That's pretty old.
Specifically for a raccoon, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, the eldest raccoon told them that they needed to come up with a plan so they can be ready day or night to take care of all of their disappearing forests area. And so the raccoon said, "Okay, sure, we'll vote for that. Let's go ahead and do that." Well, then they decided to develop a plan where they would do two things. One, research and monitor the humans to see what they were doing. And the second thing was to revive the raccoon art of transformation.
Ooh. Tell me more. I need to know about this.
I knew you would be intrigued. So the raccoons basically decided for the first part that they thought the best way to do research on the humans was to watch TV. So there's this scene where this father and son decide to just throw some stuff on the side of the road. And one of the things they threw off to the side of the road was a TV. So the raccoons took that TV and they started watching it. But the unfortunate part is that when they started watching all this TV, what happens when you watch too much TV? Well, you end up watching way too much TV and they lose their ability to do anything else.
Mom always said it would rot your brain.
Well, it certainly did theirs. But then on the other side, the second part of the plan that they had, there's this one woman, her character's name is Oroku. She started teaching some of the raccoons how to transform. And so she said, that you got to be very careful. And she basically transformed into, a metal pot. And so they kept transforming and teaching the other raccoons how to transform. And some of them got really good. And so they were able to turn into humans.
Uh-oh.
So raccoons transforming into humans. Well,
I'm wondering if that's what happened to me.
I can see the resemblance.
Could be, yeah.
And so the raccoons decided that they would do this thing where they would transform into people and then go into town. And they thought, okay, well, we've been walking around. We need to test this out and see how convincing we are. So they decided that each of them had to go into town, get a job, and make at least $10, you know. And they do various jobs like cook and clean and various other things. It's kind of fun. But the demonstration that they were doing in terms of transforming into people and stuff was getting bad. So a group of raccoons, they said, you know, this is not working. We just need to kill the humans and get them out of our proverbial hair, so to speak. So through transformation, these raccoons started halting some of the progress that was going on with tearing down the forest and stuff like that. Like they would push some of the big excavating equipment off the hill and stuff like that, and you know, and the TV would say, "Oh no, people have been killed with various strange things." But the interesting part is that this goes out on throughout the whole movie. The raccoons are always trying to scare the humans to stop doing the destruction. But this movie is very interesting because, you know, the whole message of saving the environment, you know, this movie was done in 1994.
Oh, wow.
And so talking about the environment back then was really important. And I think that still holds true today because, you know, our environment is getting screwed up in so many different ways.
So much.
And so this movie just kind of hones in on that and says, you know, we need to live in harmony with the creatures and all that stuff and don't run them out. And, you know, and what was really interesting towards the end of this movie is that the people that were living in this newly developed area that basically was taken away from the raccoons, they were going, oh, look, they see raccoons, and they said, oh, we love the raccoons. We want them to be around. So I found it rather hilarious that, you know, people wanted the progression, but they also don't want the animals to go away, you know?
Right. Yeah, it's one of those things that just seems to happen all the time, is like people love looking at animals, cute animals and stuff, but don't realize that when you're building in forested, wooded areas and stuff, you're pushing those animals further away.
Yeah, well, it's an awesome movie. You know, I have to give this movie for the aspect of being a environmentalist movie, but I also have to say it's worth at least 4.5 chirps.
Nice.
Because the concepts of raccoons transforming into other things is just an awesome thought.
It is.
You know,
and it would explain how they get into things that they're not supposed to get into.
Well, and who knew that a raccoon such as yourself could create something like transformation?
Well, you know, it's not all of my doing. I just helped Lux with it, and you know, that's kind of how we got it. And I think she actually got it from somebody else. I'm not sure.
Well, you know, they did say in this movie that raccoons and foxes were great at transformation.
Well, I mean, I haven't turned Taebyn into anything yet that I can't turn him back into, Taebyn.
Oh, and that's okay, because, you know, some of these things that these raccoons were turning themselves into, they were things like stone statues and, you know, and of course people and stuff. So
we did that to Taebyn. He was a fountain for a little while.
Well, you know, he does get a little wet behind the ears occasionally.
A little sometimes, yeah.
He is a pup after all. But anyways, the movie is great. All you furs out there, you need to go see this, because if you care about the environment and you care about the animals, you should watch this movie. It's like I said, it's currently on Max, which used to be called HBO. And so go out there and look at this movie, because it's incredible. The music and the animation is awesome.
Excellent. So do you have something for us next time?
I do. It's also, I'm not sure who this is that's doing it. I think it's a different studio, but it's a movie on Netflix called A Whisker Away.
Ooh,
it's about
interesting.
It's briefly about a teenage girl who turns into a cat.
Oh, well, cool.
Yeah.
Can't wait to hear about it.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be a fun movie. So anyways, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.
And we will catch you next time.
Thanks, Cheetaro.
Yeah, have a good one. Bye-bye.
Okay, well, thank you for cherrying that Terrio.
Thank you for cherrying.
Thank you for cherrying that Terrio movie review.
Words are so hard.
Words are hard.
Oh,
and one whiskey in, and the problem is I haven't drank anything for the last 3 days. I haven't drank any whiskey since I got back from BLFC. This was my first.
Yeah, I haven't.
Because
I haven't either.
Because I came home and all my whiskey was gone, and I'll tell you all about that.
How did that happen?
I'll tell you all about that after we're done recording.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't you. No. All right.
No, it wasn't me.
Upcoming events. I'm going to run through these. Taebyn, do you need to go refill your puppy bowl while I'm reviewing these, or are you going to stick around?
Yes. Actually, you know me
I
so
do. This
well.
This is your break time to go get more puppy bowl stuff.
Refill puppy dish and do that thing. It's that time of the week when I get to use the lemon and lime flavoring in the puppy dish. And I'm so excited. Right. Okay, I'll go do this. You go take it off for the pup coming events.
And because we can't see you, make sure you make a voice that tells us you're back.
Oh, yeah, because you won't
know if you're back.
Yes, you're smart. You're smart. Okay, we'll do.
All right, upcoming events. November 30th through December 3rd is the Midwest Fur Fest in Rosemont, Illinois. I want to get to that next year. I really want to go to that.
Yeah, it's on my list.
It's on my list, and I think we should make a plan to go to MFF next year. So
yeah, we should do that. Should definitely try to do that. Yeah, it's right around my birthday too, so that makes it even better. For me.
Well, there you go. That's a long drive, though. We'd have to. Okay, I'm tired of driving, or I'm tired of flying to events. Going to BLFC, flying down, I had to pare down all the stuff I bring, and it was so frustrating to have to try and keep everything under 100 pounds because I had 2 suitcases.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so November 30th through the December 3rd is Midwest Fur Fest, MFF. December 6th through the 10th in Krakow, Poland. Krakow, Poland. Wow, one whiskey, one.
Krakow, Portland is a bad area of Portland.
It's a very bad area of Portland, yeah. That would be the Furcasting. I can't pronounce it. It's got.
I couldn't pronounce it last week either. So
FUT. Wow. ROLAJKI. Furcasting, I guess. Okay.
Furcasting. Yeah, Furcasting.
It sounds like a dish at a Polish restaurant. I'll take the Furcasting, please. Oh, it's very good for you. So yes. Very good choice. That's December 6th through the 10th. Sorry, everybody in Krakow, Poland, that I effed that up again.
And
Krakow, Portland. Sorry for insulting you. Now on December 9th through the 10th, that's only a 2-day con, I guess. In Petaling Yahi in Malaysia is the Furs Upon Malaysia. Furs upon Malaysia, furs upon Malaysia, furs upon Malaysia. All right.
Get them off Malaysia.
Yes. Malaysia? I don't even know her. Okay, December 28th through January 1st in Reutlingen, Germany is Furvester. 2023. December 29th through the 31st, right over the, almost to the New Year's, is Be Whiskered. I love that title, Be Whiskered. That's in Durham, North Carolina. January 4th through the 7th, of course, is Anthro Northwest, where our beloved Taebyn. Are you going to that?
Yes, I am going.
I might ghost it.
I don't know yet, but
I might ghost it.
That's a Gabriel question.
I might actually ghost it. So we'll see if I ghost that or not.
Okay.
So, I mean, they can't stop me from being in the hotel and walking around. I can't go to any panels without a badge, but they can't stop me from walking around.
Right.
That's true. January 5th through the 7th is the Painted Desert Fur Con in Phoenix, Arizona, which actually sounds like a lot of fun. It's an outdoor con, and it sounds like...
And that's a good time of the year in Phoenix because it's not too,
sure, it's only
hot.
110 in January.
Right. Instead of 120.
Instead of 120, right.
Like it is in the summer.
Midwinter Frolic is January 12th through the 14th in Altura, Minnesota. And then, of course,
don't you know?
Anthro New England is January 8th through 21st in Boston, Massachusetts. My cousin from Boston. It's your cousin from Boston.
Boston?
Yes.
Pack
the car, play some cards, put it in the garage. And those are the upcoming events. And Bart is back just in time.
Yay, just in time.
Hey,
and
you missed me fumbling over all the words.
You didn't list further confusion.
It's not on that list.
Why wouldn't that be on the list? That's crazy.
I know, right? That is weird.
Because usually these lists know everything that's going on.
I know. You're true.
Maybe
it's not there.
Maybe the website owner is mad with us.
Well, you have to submit things to that website.
Really?
So maybe they haven't submitted it. In fact, I need to get in there and submit Get Out the Float so that is on there.
Yeah. Good idea.
But wait a minute. When is further confusion? Well, no, I grabbed everything through January.
It's the weekend after A&W. So 4 through 7 is January. I don't know, whatever that next weekend is.
4 through 7 is January. Let me look at the calendar.
I think 12th through the 14th.
So the 12th through the 14th. Yeah, I wonder why that's not on there. Huh. I'll have to. We'll have to send a message to them on Telegram saying, "Hey, get on the
because FC is one of the bigger things and stuff on the West Coast anyway. It's crazy. That's just craziness. Oh my god! That's crazy.
Oh my god! All right. So you guys did a story last week. So we don't need a story. Do you have any math, Taebyn, for this week then?
I do.
You know math.
I'm so naughty.
All right. Well, let's see. We're an hour in. Let's play a little trivia, shall we?
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
I lost a trivia at work today, so I'm hoping to reclaim my trivia chops.
But did you successfully jump over the Lampire kit?
Lampire?
Yes. I don't know what a Lampire is, but sure, I did.
And the kit that came with it.
And the kit that came with it, yes.
Yeah, it was weird. A little fox just running around. I didn't know what to do with it, but
you jumped over it and it worked?
I jumped over it, yes.
Good to know.
All right, so our first question is, I'm going to ask Taebyn, have you ever been to Paris?
I have not.
Okay. Right. Have you ever been to Las Vegas?
I have.
Okay. Have you seen the Eiffel Tower in Las Vegas? At the Paris Hotel? Anyway, not that matters because the question is, and I'm going to ask this to you, how many people have visited the Eiffel Tower since it was built in 1889?
Oh my cow. I'm like 5 million at least?
At least, yes. The answer is 200 million.
Oh, so yeah.
At least 5 million. That's true.
But I wasn't quite in the ballpark. Nope.
Yeah, Price is Right rules. You're pretty far off.
That's a lot.
But he was the only bidder, so I guess he'd be closest.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. I guess he could only lose.
Hey, Rayne.
So
there you go. Sure.
Yeah, you win, Rayne. Taebyn.
How many legs does an ant have?
Ooh.
What is it? 8?
No, 6.
I was going to say 6. Yeah, I was actually thinking
they're
6.
They're an insect, not an arachnid. Arachnids have 8. Yes. Insects have 6.
Right.
Yes.
And they're not an octothorpe either.
How many legs does a platypus mixed with an elephant Hi. Let me start again. How many legs does an elephant mixed with a platypus rhino egg have?
I don't know.
Too many.
Neither do I.
Okay.
I'm going to guess with that genetic soup, there would be too many legs and too many heads and too many bills and all that stuff.
All right. So this next question, have either of you seen the Barbie movie?
No.
Okay.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. A fantastic life made in plastic and stuff.
So proportionately, Taebyn.
No, okay, that's good. That's good.
That's good.
This is great. This is good.
So proportionately, Taebyn.
Hi.
How tall would Barbie be if she was a real person?
Like 12 feet tall, I think.
No. She would be 5 foot. She would be 5'9".
Oh, I was way off.
Circle gets
I
the
was
square.
Not right. That was not correct.
I was thinking maybe like 6 foot, but yeah.
5'9". Yes. So,
but if she was 6 foot, she'd be an insect. Because we just talked about
6 feet. Yes.
Yeah.
Hey,
and she would have to buy a lot more shoes.
Yes. Hey, Rayne.
Yes.
What is the currency in Russia?
That would be the ruble.
That is correct. The ruble. Yeah.
Oh my God, bloop.
Taebyn.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi there. What do you call the nose of a horse?
I actually think I know this.
You have used this word several times already today.
Mm-hmm.
Have I?
Yes.
Is it the bop?
No.
Okay, let me try again. Is it the
Let me give you a hint. Let me give you a hint. What do you call your mouth and nose?
Oh, it is a muzz.
It is a muzz. Correct. It is the muzzle.
Oh, it is.
It sure is. I grew up on a horse ranch, so
Mhm.
that was an unfair question for me.
Okay, Rayne.
Mm-hmm.
How long, well, not you specifically, but how long do you need to exercise to burn off the calories in one McDonald's hamburger? Just the plain hamburger.
Oh my cow.
Oof. I would say you probably want to exercise about 120 minutes.
Well, cut that in half. Only about an hour.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
And can you be jumping over the fox in that hour?
if you are if you're a lazy dog, no. The quick brown fox could jump over you, though.
Yes. Quite.
Oh, and the muzz of the equine is
just fine.
happy in Spain.
Okay.
No.
So this question this question for Taebyn is and I did not choose this card ahead of time. I want to point that out.
Okay.
And this question for Taebyn, and I'm going to hold it up to the camera if you can see it. Okay. So it's a question. In what classic arcade game do you steer a figure gobbling dots and prizes while being chased by monsters named Blinky, Inky, Pinky, and Clyde?
Well, the big hole in the ground says it's not Justin the Vampire Masquerade. It might just be Pac-Man, possibly.
Yes, it is
Indeed.
Pac-Man.
Yep. No, Justin's a close second, though.
Justin the Vampire is a close
Justin
second.
the Vampire. Now I'm going to call him Justin every time I play the game.
I'm going to go play some
Well,
Justin
there's
right
Justin.
now.
What?
Yes.
No, that has nothing to do with it.
Okay. I know you're not going to know this, Rayne, and if you know this, I will literally bring you an expensive bottle of whiskey if you know the answer to this question.
Ooh.
Who was the world's highest paid model between 2002 and 2016?
Ooh, I want to guess too after Barbie does. Or after
Barbie guesses. After Barbie guesses?
Barbie.
How's he got Barbie now? Come on.
I do not know. Honestly, don't know.
Okay.
Okay, so say it again, though.
Who was the world's highest paid model between 2002 and 2016?
Mary Tyler Moore.
No.
Oh, that could have been close, though.
The model that was the highest paid for those 14 years was Giselle Bündchen.
Oh, that's the one they made fun of in Zootopia.
Yep, we've got I was just going to say a furry.
Wow.
Got that. So that's pretty exciting.
Wow. And
Because they called her Gazelle.
Yeah.
Gazelle,
She was a gazelle.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Oh,
She had that dance that the fat fat cat police officer was doing.
Oh.
I want to ask you both So there's at the very end of Zootopia,
Mm-hmm.
there are the dancing tigers in the sparklies. And what do you think about the dancing tigers?
Oh, they're hot. Very hot.
Hot tigers. Hot tigers. Hot.
You heard it here, you furs. Those tigers need to take a cold shower because they are hot.
Yes.
Hot.
Very, very much so.
Hot. Okay, well,
On that note.
Yes. You two, it seems we have completed yet another episode of our little show. We'd like to thank all our listeners for tuning in. Remember,
achievement reached.
Yeah, get that badge. Time.
I level up.
Time to stand up. As I watch. Now Siri's talking to me. Shut up, Siri. I don't want to hear you. It's like, God. All right. We thank all our listeners for tuning in. Remember, you can buy show merch or Taebyn merch at Fourth Wall. You can buy BFF merch only at Redbubble or Bonfire, and you can help support the show by donations on Patreon or by subscribing to the show on Buzzsprout. We appreciate any and all support, and even just listening and sharing the pod with others helps us as well. You know, if we can get 1,000 downloads a month, we can actually have advertisers interrupting our show and generating us money. Yes.
Well, yes. So all you furs that want interruptions, please make sure to keep sharing the podcast with your friends.
Yes, please do. Please share.
Sharing is caring.
Sunny, like share. That was a really bad joke that I just did.
Really bad. Rayne, any final thoughts?
Yeah. So I want to say thank you to everyone, as you just said. I also want to encourage people to check out mine and Bearly's and our friend James's new podcast called Three Do Who, coming out before the end of November. It'll take me some time to edit it. We're recording it this weekend.
Yes, we are. I'm very excited about this.
Taping of this show. Yes. And
you should say what it's about.
It's Doctor Who, and we will be bringing all kinds of different perspectives to the Whoniverse.
The Whoniverse, which is a new thing.
Which is the official. Yes. It's the official name for the new BBC website, all about Doctor Who. There's some great stuff on there, and Anyways, we're hoping to, like I said, bring a little bit of different spin on Doctor Who. We've got a co-host who has just more knowledge about Doctor Who than probably some of the showrunners, and I think it's going to be fun.
And if you're going to bring a different spin on it, you should definitely bring the Doctors. Okay, and so side note, drop in Two Princes by the Spin Doctors.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Anyways, Moobarkfluff, stay furry, be kind to yourself and each other.
All right, and before I let Taebyn take the microphone for his sign off, I say Moobarkfluff and stay furry. Taebyn, our listeners know just how much you love them, so please tell them how much you love them.
Well, let me tell you, all you furs, how much I love you. I love you so much that I could hug you tight with pawsies and help you jump over a fox, and Bambi would be there to cheer us on. What is going on? Every first say, what are you talking about, Taebyn?
What are you talking about, Taebyn?
I have no idea, but thanks for asking. But I do say thank you so much, all you first, for listening. This has been great. Had a lot of time. We've had a lot of time. And also a lot of fun in this time, and it's been great. It's good, as Bearly said in the beginning of the show, it's been great to have us all three back on the show together. Finally, oh my cow, what even happened there? But there we are. So thank you, yes, all you first, for listening. We hope you laughed. We hope you loved. We hope you pet a cow even, and that would be great. So until next time, I'm just going to say, stay furry, Moobarkfluff, and bark.
Bearly Furcasting is an Injured Nerve studio production and is found on all major podcast platforms, or can be heard directly at bearlyfurcasting.com. The opinions expressed here are those of the hosts and their guests, and no commercial compensation was granted. The Furcast is produced, recorded and directed by Bearly Normal, aka Mike Began, and is edited by Bearly and our associate editor Rayne Raccoon. Opening and closing theme music, as well as some interstitial music, was created for Injured Nerves Productions for the use on the podcast by Reg Day with Damian Tanuki. If you would like to hear more music by Reg Day, you can search for Tweezerbeak on Bandcamp or Hoop Loop Tunes on SoundCloud. Other interstitial and background music by Shane Ivers through silvermansound.com, Gator Tots on soundcloud.com, and the YouTube Free Is library. If you would like to send us a message, you can do so via email at bearlyfurcasting@gmail.com or on our Telegram chat at BFFTchat, on Twitter, on our Facebook page, or on the bearlyfurcasting.com webpage. You can help support the show through donations at ko-fi.com/bearlyfurcasting or through Patreon at patreon.com/bearlyfurcasting. Thanks for listening. We hope you come back and listen next week.